What is going on, guys? It is a little loud in here. So for this video, I'm going to be doing mostly voiceovers. I know how all you guys liked my mullet tools video, the video where I showed you my dust collection from my shop vac. So today I'm going to be doing something similar to that for the table saw. Some of you may know I work at a cabinet shop as my full-time job, and this is where I'm going to be installing the Grizzly Growler. Check it out. So before we can say hello to the new Cyclone Separator, we have to say goodbye to our old model. It was a trash can. Like, literally. It's actually a super common DIY separator, so I won't talk too much crap about it because it works for what it is. So like any unboxing, obviously you take the parts out of the box and slowly but surely become overwhelmed seeing how many pieces there actually are. At first you're excited for new tools, and then you realize there are 200 pieces. I didn't even line all the bolts up and take a video of that, but the amount of stuff that's in this box is actually pretty insane. Obviously, you take a quick look at the instructions, acknowledge that you're smarter than a couple of pieces of paper, and then throw them on the ground. I'm just kidding. I actually followed the instructions to the T for this build because it was for my job, and I didn't want to screw it up. The first thing the instructions say is to put these wheels on, which was pretty easy because on the bottom of the actual barrel there's threads, and all you have to do is screw it in, no nuts needed. Let's play a fun little game where you try to keep up with how many times I spin this contraption around. Not just the barrel, but the entire thing throughout this video. After putting the wheels on, the next two steps are fairly easy. All you have to do is add the handle to the barrel, which is just a Phillips head screw and a nut, and then go to the latches, which require a little bit more effort, but they're just as easy, honestly. There are two latches on either side of the barrel, and both of them have 4 bolts each. These are the latches that will hold the lid onto the barrel and keep an airtight seal. Everything was inside this barrel whenever I unboxed it, and so I took everything out. But there was one thing that I did need to take out, and it was sitting in place, and that was this. So this is me putting it back where I took it from. That piece is there just to maintain airflow and make sure that nothing can get into the tube that makes the air go from the bottom to the top to maintain the Cyclone. The next thing you're going to do is attach the lid of the actual can that holds the sawdust to the Cyclone, which is pretty easy. I was a little confused at first because some of the bolts were a little bit different, but we'll find out why they were different later on at the end of this video. Not right now, where I should know, but later on. To make sure the lid fits snug right on top of the can, you have to adjust these levers. You have to adjust both on either side and make sure you get about equal pressure on both sides so that everything fits snug and there's no leakage of air. Next thing you'll do is untighten your band clamp and attach the intake barrel to the funnel. This piece is the piece that all of your hoses will attach to and route your dust. Next you'll attach the vacuum equalizing system, which basically is just a hose that goes from top of the canister to the bottom and ensures that your bags are always properly inflated so the dust collection can continue. The next thing you're going to do is install your dual 4-inch inlets. These are the ports that will attach directly to your machine through a hose and take the dust in, drop the big stuff, take the small stuff out the top and into your main dust collection. In that last clip you see me attach the step down for the hose. We realized later on that we don't need it, so I take it off and just attach the hose directly to the top port. Remember earlier when I said that the screws were a little bit too big in some instances whenever I attached the lid to the funnel? This is the moment that I realized why. Instructions, you go to page 3 and it says read this first. I was supposed to put this casing together so that the dust collection could attach to it, the Cyclone, so that the cart would go underneath it. But it's like the 3rd and 4th page, so am I dumb or are they? I don't know. Normally I accept blame when something is my fault, but I don't think this is my fault. You can tell that putting these pages together was an afterthought and they just stapled them together. Some people order this product without the cart. If you order the product with the cart, I think the paperwork for the cart should be first, so you put that together first. But, I don't work for Grizzly, so I don't have a say. Anyways, the cart's pretty simple. I don't think there's a whole lot that I need to be explaining to you. It's got 4 wheels, a U-shaped base, 2 T's come up out of either side, make a U-shape on top, and that top holds in the funnel and the lid. Some of the screws that attached the lid to the funnel were a little bit longer because, as you can see there, they go through 4 of the holes that attach to the cart. So I quickly took the lid off of the funnel, reattached him through the holes on the cart, and we were good to go. This is a little bit of a balancing act, and if possible, it's a 2-man job. If you've got somebody around, ask for help. Having the rolling cart makes it super easy to roll the can out and dispense of your sawdust. If you didn't have the stand, all you do is take the lid off, set it on the ground, take the bag out to the trash, and get rid of it. After putting this bad boy together, all that was left to do was to install. And you gotta admit, it looks a whole lot better next to the Grizzly dust collector than the trash can did. Attaching this hose was actually very difficult because it is a monster of a hose. It is 10 foot long by 7 inches wide, and it is heavy. This is the only shot I have of us attaching it to the top of the Cyclone. I thought I was being a cinematographer and getting the greatest angle in the world. I set it up, walked away, and you can see nothing. So congratulations to me. That's a fail. At least you get a nice glimpse of the people who have to put up with me every day. Or is it the other way around? So here it is all set up on its maiden voyage. We busted the hose off the table saw, sucked some sawdust off the floor just to see how it would work, and this is what it sucked up and separated. So it's been running for 2 days, and I'm very curious to see what is going on in here. Oh my. Okay, that is insane. So this dust port all the way over here goes to the table saw. Any large matter, everything goes through the system and out this way. Any large matter will drop here. Anything that's heavy enough will drop, and all the light sawdust will go down in here and into these big boy bags. But this is made to be pulled out. There's even some on the floor. We had a whole lot. 2 days. 2 days. The reason that this is so helpful is because it won't go in here and clog these filters up. It won't fill the bags. It won't get into the system. And we can keep on keeping on. That is insane. It's not useful. It's a waste of money. Look at that. So one disclaimer I will give to you guys if you are thinking about getting this product, this is not for everyone. We make thousands and thousands of cabinets a year. We make hundreds of houses worth of cabinets every single year. We are destroying plywood every single day. we are ripping thousands and thousands of dollars worth of material through the table saw, and all of that dust goes into the collection system. This is super useful to us because it doesn't bog down the collection system, which means it's less dust in our face, less cleanup, less slowdown, so we can get to work and get these houses done. You may not, and most likely won't, need something with this much power. But there are people out there that run shops, that run production cabinet shops or production door shops or stuff like that, that may find this useful. This is who this video is for, so don't come at me in the comments and say this is the most meaningless thing I've ever seen in my entire life, when all you do is make cutting boards, alright? Get off my back. I'm sure if you're making cutting boards, you already knew that, but you know, I just gotta protect myself from the YouTube comment section preemptively. If you got something out of this video, please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.